back to their origin.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Hey, Joshua.
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
That's the origin, that's where they came from. I think that's the name of the ship. Or that chrysalis-like thing. What was it called in 13? The... Damn, it's been a while.
What is it? It's the end, is what it is.
It's a cocoon! Oh, Byron!
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you?
I
in
know,
Stone
Uncle
Hill?
Byron, I know.
All right. It may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
Aw, Uncle Byron! Hey, Dion!
I have wronged so many.
Aw.
Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved. But save me, you and your brother did. Your uncle, too, forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption. Yours is a fine family, Ifrit. Cherish it.
That's so sad. It's like thinking about his family and, well, except for freaking Annabella, am I right? Origin, a vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles a mother crystal. Yeah, because it probably is. Okay, I need to talk to... You better not be playing that song for Dion.
Enthroned in sable skies, chaos in wars. From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin unfurls.
Aw. I really like this bard. This bard's great bard. Are they still fighting over the food?
You don't know what you're
Yeah, they're still
talking
fighting
about.
over the food.
You've had 9 already.
He's had 9 loaves? Oh, relatable. I've done that before. Hey, Gav.
There's naught like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your ale.
Damn.
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
This one was buried where the waterfall is. I'm curious how it looks like now.
Always one more job to do, isn't there, Clive?
Facts. You know what? We'll do drinks on the house later, but
What can I get you, Sid?
we'll buy a round for the hall.
As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
We need some happiness in our lives, okay? Clive hella thirsty.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Okay. Anything up here? Talk to the kids. Hey, Tet. I didn't want to jump. I wanted to talk to Tet.
Tom said you destroyed all the mother crystals.
Yes.
No, he didn't. There's still the black one up in the sky.
We got almost all of the crystals, okay, child?
Not a word in this one, either.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Griga herself.
Probably.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Sid's back, isn't he?
Yeah, Great Grieger. You're still here,
I
Oscar?
will not forget this kindness, my
Oscar,
lord.
when are you
I shall
when are
go
you going
soon.
back to Eastpool? A new life. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast, where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Gav. Aww.
So, what'll it be?
Oh, we got a Defender +1? Oh, let me grab this. Behemoth Shackle. I don't need a Behemoth Shackle for this, do I? No, I need one more Dark Steel.
No scratches, right?
Oh, Defender. Oh! Oh, there's no more burb? Jackin has no more burb.
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway. But you know what I'd really like?
A real
My own
friend?
goblin. Or maybe a morble. Or a bomb. Only if it was a big one. That or a bander curl, but not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Yes, but how long will it last?
Shush! Think positive. Positive vibes.
This should tide us over until the new moon.
That's a whole month. Look at all the flowers! Aerith would be proud. Aerith would be super proud. Literally my favorite part of the hideaway. I love this series of side quests.
You needn't worry about the backyard, Sid. We're here, so you don't have to be.
Aww.
Drink up, my little darlings.
A few more of these, and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
These flowers are beautiful. Pity we have to boil them all down to make medicine.
That sun. These leaves should have withered long ago.
But we've found a way. Life has found a way.
I love this!
I'll see that you're properly watered and manured, Martel. For as long as I'm able.
Oh, Cormac. Oh, this area makes me tear up. I love it. Oh, I love this game.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Miss Shirley, I want to learn
Is
how to
that
build an
so?
airship so I can fly up to the dark
We'll need
crystal
to
and
find
crack
some more
it.
parchments then.
That's very nice, Jocelyn. But perhaps you could start with your sons?
Oh, Edita. Oh, I love that.
Clive, if you need the Enterprise, just say the word. As long as the word isn't fly. She can't do that. Yet.
Yet.
That crystal certainly don't bode well. But just think of all the secrets it must hold.
Wayne, please.
If you're planning on going up there, you could bring a bit back for me, could you?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied. But then again, when isn't she?
Facts.
So there's a new mother. Fussing over it won't see the hens fed.
Oh, new mother crystal.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next, a darker one rears up to replace it. What awaits us when we finally attain release? True freedom? Or something else entirely?
I like that he never has a name. He's just a suspicious character.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
Oh, can we see it from here?
What else could it be?
Oh. It's so cool. Oh, look at her new outfit. Oh, who do we think she's in love with? She's wearing pink. Is she still fawning over Joshua? Or who would be? Or is she finally in love with Clive? No.
It couldn't have been easy for her making the journey from Ash. What with her belly so fat?
You'd be surprised at the lengths a mother is willing to go for her child.
Aww. Oh, they're talking about Edda.
An empty shelf is like an empty heart. It must first be filled to bring one joy.
Facts.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion.
Is she still after Joshua?
And all along, he was here, standing right beside me.
Oh, you're into Clive. Is that why you're wearing red, pink? Are you trying to match Clive? Yo. Yo, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. I'm good. Also, you take that up with Jill. You take that up with Jill, okay?
You nearly collapsed back there. It's just a touch of the vapors. I'll be fine.
Vapors?
These skies are taking their toll on the hideaway, Clive. I can mend a broken arm, but a broken spirit is beyond my talents.
Ty's tea stopped the fits. I only hope they stay stopped.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Aww.
That'd mean the crystal is
massive. Aye.
It's a big old crystal.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
It's trying to take your ether, woman. Stay away from it.
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost at once. I expect I should be wishing you good luck.
Thanks, Hortense. All right. Time to talk to Otto. I think I've talked to everyone. Oh no, I haven't heard people at the pier.
And how the hell is Sid gonna deal with that?
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with it. We got this.
What do you think that thing is?
A crystal?
It's a damn distraction is what it is. Now back to work.
It's interesting that these people think that it's like everyone was saying that the mother crystals were a blessing, but this thing in the sky is horrifying.
Don't you worry, Sid. I'll still take you anywhere you want, provided it's away from that bleeding eyesore.
Yeah, it's an eyesore to everyone.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Oh yeah, collect
Right.
everyone.
All hands on deck then.
Yeah, all hands on deck. Yo, everyone's there! I love this. All the NPCs are fantastic in this game.
Everyone.
Everyone that matters, apparently. Hey, even Tomes!
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He
Oh, I
called
love how
it
Mid's
Origin.
cross-legged.
Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
It's the name of the spaceship.
Does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Damn. Damn.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Varisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers.
We're gonna save them.
I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case.
People
I
here
love
and
Tarja.
across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether?
Probably.
Certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
Yep.
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies.
That's where the
Arche above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
That makes sense. That's what the ether pools are.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
Yeah.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
It's gonna have to fly, JR.
That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
Or something's gonna have to fly, even a small ship. I wasn't
Same goes for
distracted
you,
by
Clive. You won't
Joshua
solve anything
as he
like
walked
this.
away.
Trust
Not
me.
at all.
Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
Otto for the win. What you thinking,
Unless
Gav?
you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Hey, Dion.
There is much to consider.
Dang, everyone in the Crystalline Dominion is dead.
Believe me, Clive, I would fly with you to Origin, nay, to the end of the world. If I could. Alas, my fear of
Oh my gosh.
heights prevents me.
Byron, I swear. Oh. Immediately cutscene. What's wrong? What's wrong, Joshua?
Ultima may have
Music?
created us, but he doesn't make us who we are.
True.
Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain.
Yep.
But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Worry about it when we get there.
That may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it.
Let's go,
It
Clive!
won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
This piano isn't fair.
Indeed.
That smirk.
And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
We'll find a way.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
I love them. These character performances are so good.
I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your swan shield.
Aww.
That you are.
And what of my wing?
Dion, let's go! Let's go!
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins.
True.
Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
Let's go.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
Let's
He
go!
has much to answer for.
Facts. These three are so cool.
We are in your debt, Dion.
He stands like a dragoon, man.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
Cute. I love them! I love them all!
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
No, we'll bring him back.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Nope.
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
So it'll just be the three of us. Oof.
Come to wish on a star.
Aw, it's like the beginning of the game.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I'm getting chills. This piano is amazing.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Aww. She trusts him. I love that.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Clive? Do you have a moment?
Of course. Always.
I wanted to give you something.
Is this?
Oh?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but I didn't think she'd remember.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so I made you this instead.
Aww.
Red is the color of passion. The fire in your heart. Fierce and bright, it binds you and your brother. You and your friends. You and me.
Aww.
Our bond. May it never be broken.
And may it ever bring you back to me. I will always, always be here.
Thank you, Jill.
Aww. Aww.
It's not time yet, is it?
Ask about Origin.
Somewhere in the back of my mind.
I always knew it would come to this. Oh, wow. Clive? This is the first time I've seen dialogue like this where it's back and forth where Clive isn't voiced. It was only ever going to end this way, Jill. Either Ultima dies or we do.
I know.
But I still don't think I'm ready for it. And the thought of what you have to do makes me want to cry. Then cry. Shout, scream, laugh. Do whatever you feel. Our feelings make us who we are. Make us better than Ultima.
Thank you.
Clive. But a long time ago, I swore that only the stars would see me cry.
And so for now?
I'll save my tears until the clouds part and the heavens return. Hunts?
I'm always with you, Clive.
Aww, I'm always with you. She's so that's so cute. That's so cute. Velvet handkerchief. A small square of embroidered red velvet gifted Clive by Jill. Red is the color of passion, the fire in your heart, fierce and bright. It binds you and your brother, you and your friends, you and me.
Must we away? My decision is made.
I shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Your Highness, you're not...
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are as over-hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
Let me finish Isabel's story because that was really interesting because what's his name left the army to help.
A fortress? And who'll pay for that?
Who do you think? The Dame actually cares about this town, unlike the Duke. He's only interested in picking our pockets to line his own.
I'll take my chances in the world before I let some noble take any more of my coin.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stalls, and we're just supposed to hand the whole lot over?
What other choice do we have?
What did the Duke expect? That the merchants would just smile and hand over the keys to their coffers?
You've heard then. The Duke plans to make Northreach a fortress and would have the townspeople pay for it. We are not only to build his walls, but feed his army and fill his stalls, all for the privilege of living under his rule.
What does the Dame have to say about all this, I wonder?
Surely she can't allow it.
The Duke might have soldiers at his beck and call. Us common folk follow the Dame, and no one else.
The way things are going at the garrison, it'll be up to us to defend the town soon.
With what? Some carrots and a collar of brawn?
Bruh. This is not the time to be divided, but I understand.
What's the point in us staying here then? If he comes calling, the only thing I'm giving the Duke of Oriflamme's a piece of my mind. Maybe a smack in the gob.
The Duke only wishes to see us all safe, and he cannot do that without coin. I don't see what's so difficult to understand.
Well, look.
And I don't see you turning out your pockets.
Ooh. True.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
I would speak with this Duke about the demands he's made of me and my fellow traders.
Yeah? And why would he want to speak with you? Now piss off.
Oh my gosh. Is this the time to be divided, yo?
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in along with his sword. Said he'd find a better way to protect the town.
The captain wants 2 score pikeheads and as many swords as you're able to muster.
And I want a new bearer who can keep my forge fired. Looks like neither of us are getting what we want.
Is he blind? Like, no one can use magic, bruh.
One at a time now. Is enough for everyone.
Thank you. We won't forget this.
I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the Dame. But I'm with the Duke on this one. If turning this place into a fortress is what it takes to protect my family, I'll do it.
We don't have much, but the Dame had us empty the Vale's larders to see these poor souls fed. Because that is what we do.
If you ask me, it's about time they made a few sacrifices. We're the ones risking our lives.
Oh yeah, but...
They're the ones feeding you. It's so frustrating, especially when you can see both sides, and you see both sides not agree. They both have points, but so infuriating.
How long will it take to repair Caernarvon?
That depends, your lordship. Much of the fort will need rebuilding entirely.
A whole day to dry some bloodied linens.
Yep, that's how it's gotta be. They were way too dependent on magic, man. Way too dependent.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
None worth mentioning. They're staying put for now.
If Philippe is gone, who's our new captain? One of the Duke's guard, most likely.
So Zor, is there anything you've not liked about the game so far, or something you would change? There's placement of specifically, what's the name of that town? It still bothers me. The whole Lost Wing situation, I think pacing was fine for me for a lot of things. It was just placement of certain bits of the side quests. Like Lost Wing needed to be, it felt like it was put in the wrong place for the story. Lost Wing is the main issue that I have. The story itself for Lost Wing is great.
What say you then? Will you stand with me against my father?
Wow, it is her dad.
Of course we will! This is our town!
I like that his daughter is against him.
And from the pot came a terrible cry.
Give me an elixir! Give me an elixir!
It's the pot!
And did they give him one?
Did they? We did, and then it gave me nothing back.
The Lord leaves his tower to build a new keep. Her town split asunder, the lady she weeps.
I love this bard. This bard's great. Like, I love our bard at the Hideaway, but he might be my favorite bard.
Hang the Duke and his bloody garrison. The bastard's naught but a craven who'd rather hide behind his toy soldiers than fight.
I mean, is she wrong, though? This love story?
The town needs you. I need you. But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
Aw, man.
I mean, it'd be nice if we could all do whatever the hell we wanted and not end up being torn to shreds by a swarm of fiends. But we can't, so we've got to make sacrifices, just like the Duke of Oriflamme says.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of Northreach.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What do you need?
What is it?
What can that do for you?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals.
Okay.
Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
She really wants to drive him out.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Facts.
He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included.
True.
While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve.
Probably,
which may
unfortunately.
Be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Yeah.
Families.
Am I right?
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together. The task of organizing the town watch has been taking up a great deal of Philippe's time of late. And the rest he spends guarding the main gate to the markets. You'll find him there, most likely.
This is my father's store, and his father's before that. I'm not going anywhere.
So you are content to abandon the people to their fates?
I'm not abandoning.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison?
Lady.
Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She doesn't know anything about teamwork, does she?
She cornered you too, then?
Hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, She did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man.
Yes, I am.
We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
What, Voldemort?
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too.
Great.
We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
Where should I
You
go?
know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Sounds good. Clive Rossfield, dominant of the second icon of fire, Ifrit. Unlike the other dominants, Clive has the curious power to absorb icons from their hosts and wield their strength as his own. The being known as Ultima appears to crave this same power, identifying Clive as Mythos, a vessel for power unlimited. However, Clive refuses to surrender himself to Ultima's will, making of this godlike being another enemy in his fight to build a world where people can live on their own terms.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Cal, happy to see you. Hope you've been well. Game's going great.
Stay down!
Ow. Trying to rein in your sugar intake? Good.
Stay down! Morgul, kill! Enough!
Nice. Easy.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dame was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Uh-oh.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country?
Oh my gosh. These two.
The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes?
Are they doing it now?
No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck. just as Great Griga wills it.
Bro.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
You
may
did
fill
not!
my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun.
Oh my god. This guy.
We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea...
Let's go, Isabel!
Let us make our stand here and protect our homes.
Let's go.
Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Let's go! What are you now, Duke? Huh? What are you, the...
She is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Let's go! Ha! That made me very happy.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still won for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds.
Let's go!
Can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
Yep.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
The Duke had it coming. So did his daughter.
When the fighting begins, we can take refuge in the barracks. We'll be safe there.
I have served the Duke for many years, and I hope to do so for many more. But I cannot turn my back on these people. Our people.
Facts.
The captain said to bring our wounded here.
And we'll be ready for them. We've got ointments and linens aplenty.
And we shall do everything we can to ensure the town is still here when you do.
I love this. This side story, I love this. Story's great.
Merciful Griga. Wherefore would you forsake me?
Father.
Sorry, I cannot feel bad for him.
I want steel in the hands of every man or woman willing to fight.
We can help with the wounded.
Hopefully you won't have to.
This is not a tale, children. The monsters are coming. We have to hide.
But what about the knights? They'll save us.
This kid has Joshua's hair.
Good people of Northreach, may this song be your courage. Let kinship be our sword and shield, our banner, silken veil. Against the dark we stand as one, in love the stoutest male.
Let's go, Bard! Let's go!
And you're here to fight?
If you'll give us swords.
Yo. Even the couriers are fighting.
If fight I must, then fight I shall. For us.
As I knew you would.
Aww.
Those with the worst wounds are to be treated here. See that the beds are made up.
We're ready. Tell us where you want us.
There's linen for bandages and wine for courage.
Wine for courage, hell yeah.
What's all the commotion?
Town's going to war. You can help, or you can get out of the way.
Yes! I love that they all have their own little story. And you can track them every time you talk to them, or you go near them.
Where are the bastards? I'll cut every last one myself.
Calm down. They'll be here soon enough.
The more of us there are, the better chance we have of driving the fiends off.
We can fill the pots with pitch and throw them from the walls.
Burn the bastards where they stand.
There you go. I like that each civilian has at least one guard with them.
We'll hold the main gate or die trying. If any get by, you can trust we'll be here to meet them head on.
Cool. And then the music changes. There we go.
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me.
A test of your reflexes.
Is it over?
No, probably not.
No. It's only just begun.
Oh, great. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh! Oh! I did not like that. Ah! Piece of shiznit!
Help me, boy.
Let's try.
Oh! Ah! Okay. Oh! Ah! There we go. Sorry about your Keyblade, Heat Ender.
This one.
Ow. You're chasing your white whale? Oh shoot! I looked away.
Guess we're all ready.
This is why I shouldn't reach. No, someone is not a scam. I mean, it's something. I don't. Damn it.
Let's try.
Okay, focus on enemies or. Oh, nice.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive's like, that was easy. All done here. How you guys doing on your end?
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right.
Oh?
And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But
yeah, but that hand is not you. You're not the guide, bro.
Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Oh, there you go.
Our
there you
purpose
go.
was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine.
Oh?
His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I mean, the king kind of went...
sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
If only
Your Eminence,
parents could be like...
Your Ladyship.
all parents.
I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Isabel for the win.
Madam Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady.
I was gonna
But you
say,
still
yeah.
do.
It's never too
Dame
late.
said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together.
True.
And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque,
I'm watching you, Duke.
but for us.
You still don't have a name. You're still called Duke.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here,
Uh-huh.
I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything? A room at the Vale would be nice.
Thanks for standing with us.
I'm sorry we didn't sooner.
Aw. If only... arguments could be settled like this, you know?
You too are a friend of Madam Isabel's, are you not? A sellsword won over to the cause by her brave example. Remarkable.
You don't know who I am, do you? Duke of Oriflamme.
I only wanted what was best for Northreach. for Sanbrek.
Everyone wants
And I
what's
still
best.
do. But this time, I will go about things the right way, in concert with others, rather than in spite of them.
Thanks for your help, Clive. We couldn't have done it without you. Now all we need is for their eminences to start pulling their weights.
True. Only time will tell if they actually pull their weight, yo.
When darkness descended,
Dude, there were 3
the
songs.
line did not break.
New songs.
Though full sorely tested, secure was their fate.
This bard did more songs than our hideaway hideaway bard.
Now, what story would you like to hear next?
The worm in the coffer!
All right then. There once was a dragon with scales as white as snow who hid inside a strongbox.
I feel like that's a reference to something, and I can't think of it. What monster's
no need
that?
to worry any longer.
One of the dames, aren't you? Leave it to her to spot an able body.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
They'll be well taken care of, I'm sure.
Yes. Quite so.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Aww.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Aw, Clive is such a sweetheart!
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer.
Oh.
He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in.
Aww.
That fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
Damn.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Bruh. Her story's so sweet.
Thank you, Isabel,
Damn.
for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Clive is such a sweetheart. Under new management too. Vale signboard. I got the last. Yo, I got another orichalcum. Oh, dope. Vale signboard. The emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed house of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. This was so sweet.
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together.
Yeah.
For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part.
True.
Including you, Clive.
Oh, we got a big part to play. No worries, Isabel.
This the last one?
We did it! Kiss me.
I love that couple.
Just a little further.
Happy music again.
Will you lend me a hand? They're still injured in the markets.
Of course.
We'll have your blades oiled and return to you by nightfall.
Take as long as you need.
Wow. And what happened to the bearer that was here?
You held your own out there.
Held me own. I was so scared I could barely hold the piss in my bladder.
The battle is over. How long must I hold this thing?
Bro, nobleman, shut up.
We did it. We saved the markets.
What were you thinking? You could have been...
But he isn't. He's alive. Did he die? No. He's fine.
You should have seen the man. Spin, parry, thrust. A right dervish he was.
Are you talking about me? Or are you talking about... Who are you talking about?
Those we didn't slay have fallen back to the hills. I hazard they won't be bothering us for some time.
You can't call something yours unless you're willing to fight for it.
Facts.
Tinker, tailor, soldier, serf. We all fought for this place. For Northreach. And now no one can take it from us.
Let's
I
go.
could give you another elixir, but what you really need is a bed.
Get some rest. I'd love to see it.
Fire down on their heads.
And burned him to a crisp.
Yo! See, this... The before and after, they were talking about, what's that called? Filling things, lighting them on fire, and they actually got it done. Like, the story, the NPCs have story in this game.
Those merchants are a vicious lot. Remind me not to cross them.